Yo, what's up everybody, my name is Casey James and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another tier list, and today's tier list is on bulk powder and Gfuel. Basically, I've been tasting these drinks for a long time now, and I thought I'd make a tier list on the ones that I've tasted. So I want to make it clear that I haven't tasted every Gfuel flavour and I haven't tasted every bulk powder flavour. Both are really interesting brands and they have so many different flavours, so I wanted to give my take on the ones that I like and the ones that I don't like. As you can see, we've got the GOAT, the greatest of all time, we've got amazing, we've got good, we've got casual, and we have don't buy. I want to actually start off with a recent packet that I got, which isn't bulk powder or Gfuel, and it's a protein powder called Gfuel, and it was the vanilla black edition, I believe. And I've still got it, and I basically got it for free, and it's really bad. It's really bad. So I don't even know why I can put it on this list. I think maybe I just wanted more stuff to be in don't buy, but that doesn't reflect on Gfuel as a brand, because I've only tasted that one. I think maybe it was like the vanilla diet version, so that's why it tasted bad. It basically tastes like watered down porridge, so I would not buy that whatsoever. You can see that the Gfuel flavours, they have their own look to them. With bulk powder, it's literally just the same bag, and the only way you can distinguish what's in the bag is they obviously put the label on the back. Now it's fitting that we start off with this flavour, which is strawberry and banana, and it's KSI's flavour. And this is one of the first ones I ever bought. I bought this with Blue Ice, and that was my first purchase with Gfuel. And that's really how I started to understand what Gfuel was. I saw that KSI, Pewdiepie, and different YouTubers were having these drinks, and obviously when I got them, I was instantly hooked. The only big problem with Gfuel is that it is overly expensive, especially because it's an American brand, so you have to pay more for shipment. But in terms of this flavour, strawberry and banana, it tastes like a strawberry and banana smoothie, especially if you put it with milk. So 100% has to go in greatest of all time. So the next one, I believe, is fruit punch. Now this is just a kind of a basic flavour. It's not that unique, but it's still very nice. If you're into the more fruity flavours, this is definitely a road to go down. I wouldn't suggest it being your first try at Gfuel. If you're looking for better Gfuel flavours and like one to get you hooked, there's way better ones out there. So I just say for now that it's good. So next up we got Phase Berry. Now this is a really good starter, because even though it's not the most unique and great flavour, it's one that I don't think anyone will dispute that it's bad. It's just mixed berries basically, and the best way to describe it, actually, if you have it with milk, is like a Muller's yogurt. I think that's what I get from it anyway. So I'll also put it at good. It's a nice all-round flavour. Next up we've got Dr. Disrespect's flavour, which is black on blackberry. Now again, in terms of uniqueness, this definitely gets more points, and it's very tasty. I think with a lot of these flavours, I started off having them with milk, but all of them can work with water as well, and mostly Gfuel would advise you to taste it with water, because some of them are like sour flavours. Obviously you don't want to have the sour flavours with the milk, because then the milk will froth up. But with Dr. Disrespect's flavour, it tastes good with milk or with water, and I'd advise having that. I wouldn't say that should be your first take on it, because I think it's one of those mixes, like you either like it or you don't. But for me personally, I do love berries, and this one is very nice, so I'll go with amazing. So next up we got Pewdiepie's flavour, and as much as I love Pewdiepie and his flavour is very unique, I don't think it for me, it's not as as tasty as the others. It's meant to be lingonberry, which is similar to cranberry, but I don't really get that, and maybe that's just my taste buds. But it's quite casual for me. I'd probably put it at good just because it is Pewdiepie's flavours. Alright, next up we got Guava. Now this is such a unique flavour. Obviously you don't come across Guava every day at the shop, and it's gonna sound weird, but the smell of Guava kind of reminds me of like baby wipes. I don't know if that's just me. It doesn't taste like that though. It just tastes quite tropical. Again, it's very unique. I put it at amazing. I think amazing is a good place to put it. It's Castro's flavour, I believe. So this is also one of the YouTubers' flavours. Next up we got Apple. Apple for me, I think, is the first Gfuel flavour we're going to have to put at Don't Buy. It tastes more like just a bad candy you find at a store. It's just not worth your time. I wouldn't pay for a bucket of this, and to be fair, I think I paid for this with the packets, because Gfuel does this thing where you can taste, I think, the 10 most popular flavours, and you have them in little packets, so just one serving per packet. For me, it's just not that good. Put it there. Okay, so Tropical Rain is next, and for me, first time I tasted it, I really enjoyed it because it was one of the first ones I tasted. But then when I tasted all the other flavours, this one just felt even worse and worse and worse. And if you want a tropical flavour, there's so many different options on the market at Gfuel. Tropical Rain isn't one of them. I mean, they are one of them, but they're one of the bad ones. So I would say don't buy. I don't think it's terrible. It's just, again, it's not worth your time. Next up, we've got Peach Iced Tea. I absolutely love this flavour. I had it in packets. I'm very tempted to have it in buckets because it is very enjoyable. Again, I can't really say anything bad about it. With a lot of these flavours, you could say like, oh, you can easily just get it at a supermarket. And Peach Iced Tea is one of those flavours that you can literally just go to Sainsbury's, get a peach iced tea. But you know, in terms of flavour, which we are ranking this on, it is a goat. It is a goat flavour, so I would have to put it all the way up there. Okay, next up we've got the B-Tech watermelon. It's the Dub Melon Mint, and this tastes a lot like that that type of paste that dentists give you, you know, like that kind of watermelon paste that they put in your mouth. That's exactly what it's like, in my opinion anyway. And it's alright if you're really if you love watermelon, then maybe you'll get past this, but in my opinion, the straight watermelon flavour is way better. This is a watermelon mint, so it kind of loses that watermelon flavour. I say it's casual for now, and to be honest, I'm probably only putting it there just to like stretch everything out, but I feel comfortable putting that in that position. Next up, we have got Pink Grapefruit. I love this flavour. It's honestly amazing. I remember when I was going to get my next tubs, when I was going to make a new order, a lot of people were saying Pink Grapefruit's one of the best flavours. There's nothing bad about it. It's really sweet. It's especially a good drink to have in the summer, so that helps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in GOAT as well. Those three are like definite buys in my opinion. Next up we got Pink Lemonade. Now my first take of Pink Lemonade was bad because again I tried all the flavours with milk and then this frothed up and it just didn't taste good. That's on me because that's just stupid. But to be honest, it's a nice flavour. When you have it with water, it's absolutely amazing. And again, this is something you can easily get at the supermarket, but if we're talking about flavour, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just less unique, and the fact that it is lemonade, I prefer something that's less fizzy, so that probably boosts it down a lot. It's either like a high good or a low amazing in my opinion. Let's go amazing. We'll go amazing. And then we can change it if anything else does happen. But for now, I'll put it at amazing. Next up, we got strawberry and kiwi. Straight away, don't buy. I think this, besides the green apple, is probably the worst flavour. I don't hate it, but I think it's so plain in my opinion. And if you want something with strawberry and banana is the way to go. Strawberry and kiwi. I think the kiwi kind of like powers down on the strawberry flavour, so it just tastes meh. So yeah, it's not worth buying, especially not in the buckets. Next up, we have got battle juice, which is basically just pineapple. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's nothing really bad to say. I mean, it's just pineapple, and I love me some pineapple. Again, probably not the most unique flavour. Better flavours out there. So for now, I think it's just a good flavour. I think it's just a good flavour. Nothing complex about it, but still very enjoyable. Now we've got raging gummy fish. Now I only had these in packets, and I'm starting to kind of forget the flavour. But I do remember that it was very similar to Fazeberry, so that makes me think that it should be in good. And I think that's where I'm going to put it, because it does have a similar taste to it, but it's just a little bit more sweeter, and again, more unique, so I guess it gets more brownie points because of that. Next up, we got cotton candy, which is Keemstar's flavour. And with Keemstar, you know, a lot of people have mixed opinions on his flavour, but the thing is, I'm actually enjoy this flavour. I think it's really nice. Again, very unique cotton candy. I think the only bad thing to take away from this is the fact that it can get too sweet, so that can make it a bit too sickly. But if that's the case, just put less powder in the drink or put more water in the bottle. But for now, I don't think, because Goat is like there's nothing wrong with it. It can get sickly, it will just be an amazing for now. So now we got Snow Cone. Again, this was a flavour that a lot of people were telling me about, or that what I saw online looked good. And it's just a very sweet drink. Snow Cone's more of an American thing. I've never tasted one, so with that said, I can't really compare the two. But it's a good flavour, I'll give it that, it's a good flavour. But compared to the ones we have gotten good, I don't think it's as good, so we'll put it in casual. Next up, we got Blue Ice, which is like blue slush, like a blue slushy. And yeah, in terms of flavour in the summer, 100% one of the best to have at this time. I'm almost done with the pot actually. I think it's one that I take daily, and yeah, it's just very enjoyable. I don't think there's anything bad to say about it. If you don't like slushies, then it probably isn't your thing, but if you do enjoy slushies, then of course this will have to be in Goat. Next up, we got Sour Blue Chug Rug, which a lot of people compare to Blue Ice, but I think it's just a worse version of that, mainly because of its sourness, and it just didn't bond with me. And to be fair, this flavour I had in packets, so maybe that kind of devalues it a bit. I think it's a high casual. Alright, next up we got Bahama Mama, which is like a Caribbean drink. It's coconut and orange, I believe, and yeah, just a very good combination. I think it's Roman Atwood's flavour actually. One of the most unique flavours. Again, I take this one daily as well. Very enjoyable, definitely a Goat flavour. Has to be up there with watermelon. Next up, we got raspberry lemonade. So it's similar to pink lemonade. In my opinion, I can't really taste the difference, so it would go next to it. Again, I think this is on most people's radars, one of their favourite flavours, but again, I can't really taste much of a difference between the two. Now we're getting onto the bulk powder. I'm drinking chocolate peanut at the moment, so it's fitting that we rank that first. even though I am drinking it, I don't think it is the most amazing flavour. I'm kind of just drinking it because I have them in huge packets, sent them. He kind of messed up the order, so he gave me a second packet, so I'm kind of just going through it just as a way to kind of get rid of it. It's just an unexpected flavour. I was expecting more of a Nutella flavour to it, but that's not what I got, so I'll put it here for now. Peaches and cream. Now this was the first one I've ever tasted, probably just at amazing, because again it got me into bulk powder, and just it is a nice flavour. It's very smooth, it's nothing too complex. Right, next up we got birthday cake. I think I spent over £30, so they gave me like a little sample of it and it was really good. I'll probably just put it at good for now. Again, I didn't get to have like a full packet of it, it was only a few servings, but it was good for what I got. Next up we got cherry Bakewell. I absolutely love this flavour to bits. I just absolutely love cherry Bakewell, so I'll put that in go. Next up we got chocolate orange, which for me personally, I did think it would taste like a Terry's chocolate orange, which is what I've got as the picture, but it was more kind of citrusy, which I didn't actually mind. I thought it was more unique that way, but again, it took me a while to kind of get into the flavour. I tasted daily, very enjoyed. Maybe not the most unique one, you know, because we got like, next one is apple crumble, so not as unique as that, but still very enjoyable. And speaking of which, we got apple crumble, and this is apple crumble and custard, so it kind of has that like aftertaste of custard on it, and it's spot on. They absolutely did the flavour justice here, and yeah, I can't really say another bad thing about it. I think it has to go amazing as well. Next up is salted caramel, which is also a flavour that I just didn't enjoy as much. It was better than chocolate peanut, but again, it's not as good as I thought it would be. It's kind of like a salted caramel ice cream if you have it with milk. I mean, you must have it with milk, obviously. But yeah, just a casual for me. Chocolate honeycomb, which tastes a little bit more like a latte, like a caramel latte, but still very enjoyable. Probably one of the best chocolate flavours out there, maybe even better than chocolate orange. I put it side by side with chocolate orange. I think both of them are unique, both of them taste incredibly amazing. Alright, lastly we've got the two creatines. Now I took creatine pills, but now I've got the powders, and this one is apple and lime, I believe, and to be fair, I think they're both on par with apple and lime, and with mixed berries. They're both on par, they're both very good flavours. Again, creatine just helped me gain a little bit more muscle, and it's just a really nice drink to kind of mix with the Gfuel, or just to mix with the bulk powder, just to add in a little bit more calories to it. And yeah, that's my tier list video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Peace.